over here on Zoom, and then I'll also talking over here on TikTok as well. I'm going to talk about building live events, and the reason why this is so important to me and why I'm so excited to even talk about it is because I truly, truly, truly believe this. Over the next 10 years, the businesses, the brands, the people, the coaches, the trainers, the realtors that are going to win over the next decade are going to be the ones who focus on live events, live experiences in real life. And the reason I say that is this: you can't trust most of the things that you see online right now. Social media, TikTok, like with AI and all these things that are going on right now, you can't trust what you're seeing online. So, more people you're going to notice are going to start going more in real life experiences because of the fact that as humans, we just crave that human connection. So businesses, brands that understand how to actually build a community, how to build an event and get people in one room together, they're going to be the ones that are going to win. I literally just saw this the other day. I'm building a fitness events company right now, and we're going to host the country's largest multi-city fitness festival. And I saw that a company called First Form, if you ever heard of it, they just launched basically community ambassadors, community directors in different cities across the US to host in-person fitness events. This is a product-based brand that's now building events in communities across the country to build community, but then obviously all of that's going to tie right back to their brand, right? So the businesses that understand this and get ahead of this early on are going to be the ones who are going to win. And building events, hosting events, planning events, it is not that hard to do. It is very, very simple. You just have to have the right structure. And that's exactly what I'm going to go over right here is what that structure looks like in order for you to build these out. Now, I'm going to start by saying this. I am not an event planner. If anybody ever labels me as an event planner, I will be pissed off. Okay. I am not an event planner. I'm what you call an experience architect. So, yes, planning events goes into that. And yes, it's kind of just a fancy word, but really what I do is I visualize what the event's going to look like and build out the event from start to finish in order to make sure that not that you just have a successful event, but it actually converts into something for you. That's why I work with small to medium sized businesses, is because if you're going to host an event, you don't do it just for the sake of doing it. Businesses exist to make money and serve their customer. So if you're not making money in the process, if you're not building your customer base, if you're not actually solving the problem, then what are you doing, right? You're just hosting an empty event. Nobody's got time for that. So what I'm going to do is take all the stuff you've heard about, how you need to post more content, how you need to be more consistent on social media, how you need to do all of these things. I'm going to debunk that a little bit. Instead of posting 30 to 60 days worth of content every single day, on a platform that you're renting attention from, imagine if you could host one event, start 30 different conversations, and convert that into new customers, into new revenue for you and your business. 30 to 60 days of content posting condensed down to just a few hours of a focused event. Wouldn't that make the difference for your business? But most people aren't thinking that way. They're thinking in the traditional terms of I have to post on social media, I have to be seen here, I have to be seen there. You're on borrowed time, you're on borrowed attention. We can't rely on just that one avenue. Now, look, this is a form of content as well. I'm not saying content's not important, but it can't be the end all be all. You have to couple it with something, and you should couple it with something that's actually going to benefit you long term and get you more revenue. So, your problem is not that you don't have enough leads. The problem is you just don't have enough attention. Okay. One of the things I like to say is that money follows attention. It's not about who you know, it's about who knows you. Think about that for a second. If you were to walk into a networking event, by the way, I hate networking events. If you guys are joining us on TikTok over there, comment where you're watching from. I hate networking events. And here's why. Because most of the people that go into a networking event, they're just going to talk to a few people, small talk here and there, shoot the shit a little bit, but nothing ever comes of it. If I'm going to show up to a networking event, I'm showing up with intention. I'm walking away with a new contact that's actually going to benefit my business, somebody that I can put into my network. I'm walking out with a new customer, something. I'm not just going in there just to go in and be seen. But imagine you're the person that goes in, you try to talk to every single person at the event. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of energy. What if you flip the script? Again, not about who you know, but about who knows you. What if you walked in, everybody in the event knew who you were? They knew what you do. They know your name, everybody, and they go out of their way to come talk to you. Now, some might say, oh, well, that's a little bit of an ego stroke. Okay, maybe I can see that, but think about the position, think about the power, think about the influence that comes with that to be able to walk an event and everybody comes to you versus you going to everybody else. Think about the leverage that you have now, the opportunities that you have. That's why I love celebrities, not because of their celebrity status, not because I think they're any more talented than you or I, but it's because they understand how to leverage their influence to make a bigger impact. If you really explore celebrities, entertainers especially, we love them for the talent that they put on, but if you actually pay attention, you watch, man, they run empires of businesses behind their brand. They've leveraged the attention that they have and they've converted it into business. That's the same thing that I want for you. When you do an event, you should become the celebrity in your town. Your event should position you in an authority position to where now people are coming to you, not the other way around. I hate the kind of marketing where you're trying to chase opportunity. It should be that that opportunity comes to you, you attract it. That's what you want. You want to attract attention. And I truly feel like events are going to be the way to do that. Now, I'm going to go over super quick here a few different things. I'm going to talk about the attention funnel. I know over here on TikTok, I've got a glare on the whiteboard there, so you don't see it as well. But I'm going to talk about the attention funnel. I know you guys can see it over here. But I'm also going to talk about how you can literally build your own live event in 30 minutes or less. 30 minutes or less. It does not take that long to build a live event. This is why I say I'm not an event planner. This is exactly why I say that. I'm not an event planner. Because event planners are going to take days, months to try to build out this perfect event and blah, blah, blah. It is not that freaking hard. It is not that hard. You can literally build out your whole thing in 60 minutes. The what makes it hard is people try to overcomplicate the process. I'm going to make it super simple for you. Super, super simple for you. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Like I said, number one, money follows attention. But number two, you got to know this. You have to know what the attention funnel is and how it works. Okay. So the attention funnel is super, super simple. If you guys are on TikTok, comment attention for me. I know some of you guys have been watching the whole time. I love it. Comment attention so I know you're there. The attention funnel. It's super simple. Here's how it works. It's broken up into three different stages. And if you can understand these three stages, I guarantee you, you're going to be able to have more authority in your community and in your market. And I guarantee you're going to be able to make more money. Okay. So if you like making money, you better keep watching. Here's how the attention funnel works. It starts with number one, attract. Like I said, I prefer attraction over chasing. Okay. Think about it in the dating scene, right? Like, do you really want somebody to chase you down for attention if you're in the dating pool right now? Pretty sure you don't. You don't want people chasing you down to try to get your attention and get you to like them. You want people that you're what? Attracted to. That's what you want. You want people you're attracted to. No girl wants a guy chasing her down. Okay. I don't know. Guys might want the reverse, maybe. But no girl wants a guy chasing her down. She wants to be attracted to him. Right. So it's the same thing here. How do you create content? How do you create an event that actually attracts attention versus you having to go out and chase it? Live example of this. I just did an event back in Atlanta with over 400 attendees from over 20 different states, and it was a fan festival event for a Broadway musical. When we posted about the event, got a little bit of traction, kept playing with the idea a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Fast forward within a few short months, we took just a little bit of attention on TikTok actually and converted it into a 1,200 person Facebook group. We even got people to jump platforms to stay engaged with the group and then got those people to actually show up to a live event in Atlanta, over 400 people in attendance to celebrate a musical. We didn't do the production. We didn't put on like a reproduction of the musical or anything like that. That was never what it was about. It's about getting a community and a group of people together that wanted to just spend time and have fun and celebrate with like-minded people. That's all it was. And we were able to pull that off successfully to the point to where now there's a demand for us to do more of these, which is incredible. But we had to lean into what people were attracted to. They were attracted to the idea of showing up to an event based off a musical that they loved. And we were able to take that attention, and then we were able to keep that attention, which is the second part, which is engagement. Once you attract, now you have to engage. This is where you build trust. So this is where we're posting in the Facebook group. We're sending out emails. We're going live on social media. We're talking. We're engaging with people. We're sending free shirts across the country to people. We did all of that to keep our audience engaged. See, a lot of you guys, like I said earlier, you're borrowing attention. If you're a business owner watching this right now, you are probably more than likely 98% positive you are borrowing, you are renting attention. Think about it like renting an apartment. That's exactly what most business owners are doing is they're renting their attention online. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, X, what other platforms are there? Snapchat, all those platforms, Substack, all those platforms, YouTube, you're renting your attention, and those are your landlords. And right now, they're gracious enough to give you rent for free. The question is, how long is that going to continue to be free? And if they do start charging you, how much is it going to be? How much is it going to cost for you to get attention? Think about it right now. In order for you to get more views, you already have to pay. So if it's not organic and you need more, you're going to pay for it. So the platforms are great, but right now, you're paying your landlords more money to get your business more known. Or you host an event, you get people into your space, you create a room to get these people together, and now you've got a captivated, engaged audience. That's where you're going to leverage a lot more opportunity for success. So you've got your attraction, you've got your engagement, and then the last step is conversion. That's where you actually convert that into new customers, new business, new revenue for yourself, new opportunities. That's the final step. You create conversations to convert. Attract, engage, convert. 3 easy steps of the attention funnel that every business needs to know if they want to have success. Every business needs to know. So, with that being said, I promised you that I was going to teach you how to build a live event. And you can literally do this in 30 minutes or less. And it's simple. It's super, super simple. So, there's 3 frameworks to this. Number 1 is you have to identify the who and the problem. Who do you want the event to be for? And what is the problem you're trying to solve? If you're just joining us on TikTok, I'm teaching you how to build live events from scratch. If you want to know how to do that, comment build right now in the chat. I'm also going live over here on Zoom. Got a few people here as well that we're talking to. But man, building a live event from scratch, it's going to position you as the authority in your market and in your community. Every real estate agent, every coach, every service-based business owner should be utilizing this. And it doesn't need to be difficult. Super easy to do. So number 1, part of the framework, if you're going to build an event in 30 minutes or less, is you need to identify the who and the problem. Businesses exist to service the customer, to solve a problem. If I'm hungry, I'm going to go to a restaurant. The restaurant is a business. What is that business going to do? It's going to provide me food. What problem is it solving? My hunger. Right? So if you understand who you're targeting, who your ideal audience is, and don't make it super broad, be specific. If you know who your audience is and you know what the problem is, then you're able to use that to create the platform. Like I said, the event that we hosted was for fans of a specific Broadway musical, not just theater nerds in general. It was a specific Broadway musical. We targeted fans of that. What was the problem? The problem was they wanted a sense of community. They wanted a space where they could come together, celebrate, have fun, meet new people that have a similar interest as them, and just be able to have a good time together. It was never about making money. Actually, we lost money doing the event, but it was a great opportunity to just get people together in one room and just the change that happened. Some of these people are still talking and still friends now because of that event. They would have never met if we hadn't done that event. That to me is worth it completely. We had people get in their cars and fly to this event just so they can feel more connected. To me, that's insane. It's incredible. So, who and what's the problem? Once you identify that, the next step is make the event simple. Now, I've got a bad habit. This step is for me because I like to overcomplicate things. I like to think big, like massive. It doesn't always work in my favor, okay? So, simplify it. Make it easy. It doesn't need to be the biggest venue and all the lights and sounds and all this kind of stuff. Like, make it super simple. Make it easy. Make it easy, okay? Simplify the event at its bare bones. How can you make it happen where it's cost effective for you to be able to do it, but highly impactful? That's what you want. High impact, low overhead. If you ask me, that's a recipe for success. So identify the who, identify the problem, and then make your event super simple. High impact, low overhead. And then the last step of that is create a conversation pathway. We talked about the conversion piece that's down here, right? You attract, you engage, now you convert. That's what you want. What are the conversations that are going to happen in that room that are going to create more opportunity? Whether that's opportunity for you to generate more revenue, whether that's opportunity for you to maybe have a potential new partner, whether that's a opportunity for you to go work with that person. Now you guys collaborate and you create another event down the road, whatever that looks like for you. That's the goal, is high impact. Remember, what are the conversations? How are you going to create the opportunity for people to be able to have those conversations? That's what you have to think about. Again, that's what's going to separate you from everybody else. That's what separates me as an experienced architect versus an event planner. Event planners just focus on the logistics of the event. I'm focused on how do we get the most impact, the most ROI on this event. And it doesn't always have to be money. Sometimes it could be creating conversations for future opportunity. And that's what you have to figure out. That's the game you got to figure out. Now, if all of that sounds simple, if any of that resonates with you, if any of that hits you and you're like, oh, you know what? That actually makes sense. Here's my ask, and it's my only one. On April 28th, I'm going to be launching a business builder accelerator course. Okay. Not business builder, my bad. An event builder accelerator course, because I'm not going to help you grow your business, but I will help you build an event that will help you grow your business. Okay. So on April 28th, I'm launching a event accelerator course. For 6 weeks, we're going to work together and we're going to take your idea from scratch and build it into a live event. After the event's over, or after the course is over, the acceleration program is over in 6 weeks, you're going to have a fully built, ready to launch event that you're going to launch within 30 days of that event. Again, imagine if one event, just a few hours, you can create 30 new conversations that take your business to the next level. Would it be worth it? Instead of paying all of your money to Meta, to Facebook, to Instagram, YouTube, and hoping that someone's going to DM you, hoping that someone's going to call your business because you made a social media post. Let's be honest. Come on now. Okay. Again, I'm not bashing content. Content works, but you got to have an intentionality behind it. And you can't rely on just that. You need to have and. It's not or, it's and. So for 6 weeks, I'm going to help you build out. We're working alongside each other. I'm only taking 16 people for this, by the way. Only 16 people can do this. So I'm going to take you from idea to fully built event in 6 weeks. And I've already done it myself. We're getting ready to host another one right now. But this is going to be an event that's not just a one-time event. This will be an event that you can replicate over and over and over again. So now you take that 30 and you multiply that by the 10 times you do it in a year. Dude, the impact is incredible. So if you're interested in doing that, here's all you have to do. You're going to text this word. I know you can't see it on the screen over there. Let me see. Turn this off. There you go. You can probably see it a little bit better now. You're going to text the word build, B-U-I-L-D. Text the word build to the number on the whiteboard, 803-522-2870. Text the word build to that number, and I'll send you the information that you need to be able to be a part of that acceleration program. Like I said, we're only taking 16 total people in it, and for 6 weeks, we're going to be working alongside each other to help you build out your event from scratch to completion and make sure that it gets you the conversion that you're looking for. And if we don't get your event launched within 30 days of the program ending, and it's the type of event that we need it to be, I'll continue to work with you until we get it there. If your event's not ready to launch within 30 days of that program ending, I will work for you for free until we get that event launched. Personally, I will work for you. It's easy as that. And most of these events you can actually do with zero of your own money, which is crazy. Every event that I've hosted has all been self funded, not from my pockets, but from sponsors and vendors. And I don't say that as a brag because I just started doing these style of events a year ago, and we've already been able to have that kind of traction. That's why I'm saying if you commit to it and you go all in, man, the opportunity is incredible. Incredible. Insane. Okay. So text that word build BUILD to the number 803-522-2870. And I will personally work alongside you to help you build out your live event. Okay. It's a no-brainer. No-brainer. All right. So that's all I got for you. I'm going to go back again. Hey, money follows attention. If you want more money, you need more attention. You can't rely just on posting on social media for that to be everything for you. There's got to be a funnel. You have to have a system. Businesses are built on systems. So if you don't have a strong system, you're not going to get what you're looking for. Sorry to tell you. Sorry to break it to you. Okay. Then you need to follow the attention funnel. Attract, engage, convert. Attract, engage, convert. Attract, engage, convert. Attract the attention. Don't chase it. Okay. Don't chase the girl. Attract her. Engage. Okay. Engage. That's where you build trust. And then convert. That's where you close the deal. That's where you seal the deal. And then your 3-step framework to build your event. Identify the who and what the problem is. Second step of that is make sure the event is simple. Don't overcomplicate it. And then the final step is create your conversation pathway. What's going to come from this event and how are you going to create those conversations? You follow that, you'll have success.